Hello out there, everyone. Today we're going to take a quick look at this True Lies release in 4K UHD. Of course, a film directed by James Cameron and starring Arnold and Jamie Lee Curtis and Tom Arnold as well. And this film, it's interesting. I remember when it came out in the summer of '94 and enjoyed it. It was definitely a more return to a traditional action comedy vehicle after Arnold had sort of flopped with Last Action Hero, which incidentally I actually have grown to really like over the years. I think that Last Action Hero was a movie that was ahead of its time and is really quite a bit of fun. But I digress. True Lies, of course, is a bit of a departure tonally for James Cameron. He's known for his more serious fare. This, of course, is an action comedy and really predates the sort of Mr. and Mrs. Smith type of idea put to film, and I really enjoyed watching this movie. Is it James Cameron's best film? No, but I think it's a good film and one of Arnold's better all-around movies, and it's no coincidence that, of course, it was a James Cameron film. There's no denying that Cameron's ability behind the camera to bring ideas to life in a way that's just truly remarkable is, quite frankly, unparalleled. I think Cameron is one of the best technical directors out there, especially when it comes to action and spectacle. He's definitely worlds better than many of his perceived peers. I just don't think there's anyone that does it better, despite the fact that he does have some limitations. Dialogue is often not his strong suit, and I think too he tends to sort of go down the middle of the road a little too much for my taste, but I digress. This 4K release it's gotten a lot of flack on the internet for its use of digital noise reduction and its reduction in grain, and honestly I just feel like it's overblown. The 4K disc does in a few spots look a little hinky. You can definitely tell there's been some scrubbing, but overall I think it looks and sounds terrific, and the Blu-ray is even a little better if you were really irritated by the grain reduction, because I feel like the Blu-ray sort of finds that sweet spot. But honestly, when I put the 4K disc in, I just like the resolution. I mean, it just was really sharp. It looked like a movie that was filmed yesterday practically. It looks great and sounds terrific. So personally, I really enjoyed this release. Again, if you're some grain lover that just wants to see all of that grain, then this is probably not going to be for you. But personally, I had the DVD, and this just blows the DVD away. And the sound in particular is just stunning. It's such a immersive soundtrack, almost reference quality. So, well, in any case, there's only one other point that I'll mention, is that there's a nice sort of new documentary on the making of the film, and while not revelatory, it's certainly not on par with the wonderful documentaries on the making of The Abyss. I do feel like it's interesting and definitely worth watching. So on from a personal standpoint, I think this is a very good release, definitely worth adding if you're a fan of the film. Again, it has a few problems here and there. I think it's a little jokey at times, a little corny, but there's no denying the craftsmanship on display, and I think that it's a lot of fun. That's how I'll leave it. So on that note, I would just say, please do take care out there, everyone. Stay safe, be kind, and by all means, please keep watching good cinema. Take care.